So here we need to explain the concept of maxima and minima of a function with some examples. So first we need to define it. So the definition is, so let f be a function. Let f be a function which is defined on some interval, which is defined on some interval, say a to b. And let's say this interval we call it as I, on some interval a to b, which is I. Then we say that f is said to have a maximum value in the interval I, and f is said to have a maxima, said to have a maxima or a maximum value, or a maximum value in the closed interval a to b, or we can say it as I in that interval I. So f is said to have a maximum value in that interval I if there exists some point C which belongs to the which belongs to that interval I, such that f of C is higher than any value of f of x for all x belongs to that interval I. So when this will happen, then the number f of C said to be the maximum value of f. So then f of C is said to be the maximum value of the function f in that interval I, and the point x equal to C is called a point of maximum value of f in that interval I. It's called a point of maxima. It's called a point of maxima or maximum value of f in that interval I. Then the next definition is that f is said to have a minima. F is said to have a minima or a minimum value in that interval I if there exists a point x equal to C. There exists a point x equal to C in that interval I such that f of C is less than all values of the function f of x for all x belongs to I. So when f of C is less than all values of f of x in the interval I, then we can say that the value f of C is called the minimum value. It's called the minimum value of the function f in that interval I, and the point x equal to C is called, and the point x equal to C is called a point of minimum value of the function in I. It's called a point of minimum value of the function f point of x equal to C will be called a point of minimum value of the function f in that interval I. So you can understand this concept by using one example. So suppose it is asked that find the maximum and the minimum values, minimum values, if any, the function f given by the function the maximum and minimum values, if any, of the function f given by f of x equal to x square, where x belongs to R, which is the set of all real numbers. So now if you draw the graph of the function y equal to x square, then the graph will be somewhat like this. It is having a parabola shape. It is a parabola shaped graph. So therefore, from the graph the graph you can see that the the graph of y equal to x square passes to the origin 0 comma 0. Therefore we can see that f of 0 will be equal to 0. It means at x equal to 0, f of x is 0. And f of 0 is less than f of x for all values of x belongs to R. We can see that. Therefore we can see that the minimum value of the function f is 0, and the minimum and the point of minimum value of f, point of minimum value of f is x equal to 0. Since y at x equal to 0 only, the minimum value of the function occurs. And there is no maximum value. There is no maximum value, and so there is no point of maximum value also of f. And so there is no point of maximum value of the function f. So hope you have understood the concept. And here we can tell one thing, that if we restrict here we told that the domain of the function is R. Here the domain of the function is all real numbers R. But if we restrict the domain of the function to suppose -2 to 1, suppose at -2 the value will be -2 comma 4, and at 1 it will be 1 comma 1. So therefore you can say that if suppose we restrict the domain, restrict the domain of the function f to closed interval -2 to 1 only, then the maximum value of f, the maximum value of f is -2 whole square, which is 2 square, maximum value of f is 2 square, which is 4, and so the which occurs at x equal to -2. So therefore the point of maximum value will be also minus 2. The point of maximum value in this case, and then we can say, and then the point of maximum value will be x equal to minus 2. So hope you have understood the concept of maxima and minima, means how to find the maximum value of any function and how to find the minimum value of any function using the graph of that function. So thank you.